I am like going through something. We're gonna get your energy reading for November 3rd through the 7th, but I wanna like talk about something real quick. This is a little bit vulnerable, so bear with me. I am going through something and I don't know what it is. It's some sort of energetic something. I have been so emotional and I have just like cried so much in the last like 2 weeks. And I am really going through it. So I decided today for this reading, I'm going to show up. I mean, I always intend to show up authentically and genuine, and I do believe I do that. But today is going to be a vulnerably authentic reading. So for the collective I'm reading for this week, I am going to put myself into that collective, and what the energy read for the week is also I'm going to place on my own energy. So let's get into it. Also, just a heads up for the month of November, November 9th through November 29th is a Mercury retrograde. And then halfway in there and November 19th, we have a new moon. For this Mercury retrograde, it starts in Sagittarius and retrogrades to Scorpio. What does that mean? So where you might have been feeling like a little bit more like fancy free, you might be retrograding back into more of like a serious type or something like that. And with any retrograde, there's a lot of communication, wonkiness and technology, and communication is also not just with other people, but also with yourself. So your own self-communication can feel maybe off. So grounding wherever you can and staying hydrated is going to really help us for the month of November. But the placements that likely to be impacted the most through this retrograde are Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, and Virgo. I have 4 Sagittarius placements. So yeah. Also with the retrograding back into like the Scorpio feeling, you may be feeling like you're thinking more with your lustful thoughts versus like your playful, free, like philanthropic, philosophy, like style thinking. So serious and sexual is really where we're all kind of like coming back to. So don't be surprised if cuffing season happens because of it. Anyway, let's get the reading. Monday's energy. Oh my gosh, immediately I heard stop what you're doing and listen. Okay? You are not stuck. You are not stuck. You've already grieved all the things. You're not going backwards. Well, that's a big effing reminder. So yeah, Monday, stop what you're doing and listen. You're not stuck and you're not going backwards. I don't ever intend for love to like come through in reading. So if this does not resonate, this next part Tuesday doesn't resonate for you, don't try to make it fit. Okay? Okay. But basically, the first 3 cards out were these, and it's actually like this for you. It's inverted. Someone that you used to talk to, that you ended up kind of walking away from in some capacity, energetically, financially, or something like that, has done a lot of healing. And yes, it does look like they're going to try to come back into your energy space, right? And I asked for confirmation on this and I got the 2 of Cups. So this doesn't have to be an intimate partner or a relationship. It can be a family member, it can be friendship, it can be business partners, something like that. So please, again, don't try to make it fit. If it's not love, like don't make it fit. Anyway, this is going to be a very truthful, honest connection. There isn't manipulation here. This is very matter of fact. You get to choose however you want to move forward with this though, but someone is going to try and reconnect in some capacity through either reaching out to you in a text message, phone call, or just in person. Again, this is like they've walked away from a previous version of themselves and into more of a healing state. We're never fully healed. And there is alignment here and it is truthful. So again, you get to do with that what you may, but Wednesday is a very harmonious day. The first card out was the 4 of Wands, and that's the 1111 card. This is a card signifying happiness and aligned movement, and I have hair on my face. And I'm hearing something worth celebrating. See how these people are celebrating? So unions, harmony, things like that. And then just to clarify, I asked for clarification on what it might be, and this card that came out. These 2 cards together is like this the word sanctimony is coming through. I have to Google that word and the meaning of it, but it just feels so aligned and pleasant and happy and joyous, and it just feels like a breath of fresh air, like a finally 111 on my clock. I was also hearing when before the cards came out, Deadhead. So if you're a Deadhead, or if you're like Grateful Dead fan, something like that, that's what I heard before the cards came out on Wednesday. Thursday, what feels like maybe you weren't motivated prior, something like that. Some masculine energy like kicks up, and the King of Wands energy kind of comes through. So that's that doing energy. It's like if I had a to-do list, half of it was done yesterday. It's very just doing energy, right? But then with it is wherever you were feeling some level of impatience or imbalance and like a lack of emotional fulfillment, wherever that was, now that's balancing out, and it's making you feel so much more grounded and ready to receive. Not even ready to receive. It's not that you weren't ready before, but it just feels like you are in a space of receiving this balance of masculine and feminine energy. I'm also getting, if this is love related, it's a balance of two people who are maybe we're both impatient and feeling like a lack of connection, kind of has that balance and connection again. So again, take it as it resonates. Friday is fucking lit. So immediately what came out was the Queen of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and look, the Queen of Cups. And it feels like a balancing out, just this, I just heard miraculous, what? Hold on. Miraculous grade Neptune. Gonna have to Google that one. And I just feel like these divine feminine energies really have a chokehold on breaking through mental toughness, okay? And wherever that overload and communication or mental strain, it feels like this combo, and we have the Lovers right here that came out with it. It's such a powerful combination, first of all, but this combination of I can receive mental clarity and I can receive emotional satisfaction, even though I have this feeling of overload. Like both can exist, I guess. And with the Lovers cards coming out is just this level of compatibility. So your heart and your mind are in a compatible state on Friday. And out came the Page of Cups, which is, this is just the beginning of this balance. That feels like this is going to be a theme running through for your week, and even into the next week. So, and we have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So things are turning in a positive favor for you and your physical reality and energetically. Sign symbol synchronicity for the week, sugar gliders or flying squirrels, whatever aligns for you in the week. And then for the whoopsies is squids. So have a great week. Stay grounded, folks. Drink your water. Bye.